are looking amazing. Looking pretty good. Oh man. This looks so good. I can't believe how good this turned out. Oh yeah. That's looking good. Hey everyone, welcome back to What's Cooking Tonight. And on today's episode, we are going to be doing another rack of spare ribs, but this time we're going to be doing it with some peach wood. I've never done peach wood before, and we're going to be doing it with a Peach Bourbon BBQ Sauce. So right now I'm just getting some rubs on here. We've got the D's Nuts Pecan Rub from Meat Church that I'm putting on right now. And then we're also going to do some Holy Gospel Barbecue Rub from Meat Church. So two good rubs here. We're going to go ahead and get this coated, and then we're going to put this on the Char Griller Smokin Champ. This is our Peach Bourbon BBQ Sauce that we're going to use later once the ribs are done. All right, guys, we're out here with the Char Griller Smokin Champ, and it is at temp. We're ready to get these ribs on, but before I do that, I want to show you the wood we're using today. So I found that B&B sells peach wood. I've never seen peach wood out by me. I actually had to order it online, and they shipped it to the store. But so that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing the peach wood. You already saw the rubs that we were doing, and then we're gonna top it off with a Peach Bourbon BBQ Sauce. So peach spare ribs today. We'll be back in a sec here, and we'll get the ribs on. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna open this up, get the ribs on. There we go. All right, looks good. So one thing I've been starting to do is I've been putting these ribs on like vertically instead of horizontally. So if you think about it, it's gonna be like a lot hotter here than it is back here, right? So it seems like you'd want less of a, space this way that the smoke has to travel over to cook. You'll get a more consistent cook. So that's how I've been doing things lately. We'll do a check-in, I don't know, maybe in 2 or 3 hours or so. Maybe 1.5, 2 hours. We'll see you then. All right, guys, one thing I gotta show you is this B&B wood. I don't know, man. This right here says it's supposed to be chunks, right? When you look in this bag, I don't know. I mean, these are tiny chunks. Like, look at some of these things. These are chips. So, I don't know what the deal is there. If I would have known this, I wouldn't even have bought it. And this isn't the first time B&B's let me down. I mean, I've gotten the big, like, logs of B&B. And, maybe those are meant to be in, like, a large offset smoker, like the ones that caterers use. But those logs, they were such weird shapes that, like, you couldn't even really cut them with an axe. So, I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't get B&B wood anymore. Their charcoal's amazing. Not a fan of their wood. Maybe I'll go with Kingsford or something in the future. But just wanted to point that out. Hopefully I'm sure the peach will still taste good, but it's kind of a pain in the ass having to deal with these little wood chips. All right, well, we'll check in a little bit here. The ribs have been on for about 2 hours right now, maybe a little less than that. So we'll do a check-in soon. All right, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. We're gonna do the reveal, see how things are going here. Oh, and in the background, it's kind of like hailing and raining, so that's awesome. All right, let's do the reveal, though. Ooh, looking pretty good. Not totally, like, I don't know. I think I'd want a little harder of a bark there. So I think we're gonna leave it on a little bit longer. I don't know. I've been trying not to do the 3-2-1 because all the stuff I've heard online lately is that it's like too long. It dries out your ribs. So I think I'm gonna do like a half hour longer, make sure I get the temp up a little bit, and then we'll wrap them. And I think this time I'm gonna try and wrap them in butcher paper, which I've never done. We'll see. So yeah, half an hour longer, and then we'll come back when we wrap. See you then. All right, guys, it's been 2.5 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and take these ribs off. Let's see what they're looking like before we wrap. Just added some wood here, so that's why it's so smoky. Yeah, these are looking pretty good. All right, I think we're in a perfect spot to wrap, so I'm gonna take these off and we'll go inside and we'll wrap them real quick and we'll show you how we're gonna prepare that. See you in a sec. All right, here's a close-up on the ribs pre-wrap. Got a much better bark here, much better. Happy with this. So we're gonna try butcher paper this time instead of foil. I don't think I've ever done this with ribs. So we got our, typical butter and brown sugar here. I might put a tiny bit of the Peach Barbecue on here. Just so you remember, we're doing the Peach Bourbon BBQ. So do a little bit of that. And we'll wrap them, then we'll check them out in about an hour. All right, let's go ahead and do this wrap. We're gonna go meat side down as usual. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. You know what? I think I am gonna put a little bit of barbecue in here. Should have done that before I flipped this over, but let's go ahead and do it. All right, just a tad. All right, there we go. Flip that back over. All right, we're gonna do a fold here. And a fold here. Oh wow, it actually almost fully covered. I want to do this meat side down, so I think I'm going to do one more wrap. And then we'll, I think I'm going to finish them off in the oven, actually. So we'll finish them off in the oven, and then we'll take them out and maybe do a little bit more in the smoker after they're done in the oven. All right, guys, just got the ribs out from an hour in the oven. So that's 2.5 hours in the smoker, an hour in the oven. So we're going to check them out, and then I think I'm going to finish them on the smoker. I actually kind of still have it going. I just didn't want to sit there and, babysit it. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow. These look pretty damn good. Can I flip them with my hands? I don't know. Oh, they're hot, but yeah. Man, washed off a lot of this bark. I can't even believe this. Man, this is like a big fail on my part. I don't think I should have put that barbecue on there, or maybe it was the butter too. I feel like I've always done that. But this washed off so much bark. Wow. All right, well, I'm going to put it back in the smoker and see if I can salvage this. I'm going to put a little more rub on there and then see what we get. All right, we'll put them back in the smoker for maybe like half an hour, and then we'll cut it back here and show you the final result. All right, guys, the ribs have been back on the smoker, I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Let's see how they're looking. Ooh, that's looking a lot better than when they first came out of the oven. So I don't know, I think it was like maybe that butter and the barbecue sauce that like washed off some of that bark, but we still got a good amount like down here. And it looks like this is crisping up. So I think I might leave it on there just a tad bit longer. Then we're gonna take it out and cut them up, and we'll show you the final product. All right guys, here's the final product. Ribs were on 2.5 hours on the smoker, an hour in the oven, about another half an hour after we took them out of the oven. Looks like we kind of recovered that bark a little bit, got it a little crisped up after the you know, butter washed it out and the barbecue washed it out. So let's go ahead and try and cut into this and see how these look. I guess I'll just start in the end here, why not? Stop there. Decent smoke ring. Let's do the taste test of the peach. These are actually really good, like tender, but not like fall off the bone tender. So I feel like they're like perfect. All right, well there you have it. That is the smoked spare ribs on the Char Griller Smokin Champ with the peach wood and the peach barbecue. See you next time.